Now look, with all the things we have on the internet today, it's not uncommon for us to run across some dark and mysterious videos that will have your mind tweaking and second thinking. You with me? So y'all make sure y'all sit back and relax and stay tuned, because we about to dive into some videos that's just pure hellish, Slim. Welcome back to another episode of Eyes Low, Belly Full. As y'all know, this marks episode number 50.
I drank some hot butter. And it had some X in it. Now I didn't know it had the X in it, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I was sitting there chilling and all of a sudden I start feeling this really weird feeling, you know what I'm saying? And my eyes start coming out of my ears and shit. And I'm like, really fucked up. Are you following me though? I'm following you, man. Alright, listen, man. This is kind of a touchy subject for me. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I'll call you back and I'll punch you in the mouth. You know who both is, right?
Cry, man. Come on, man.
Yes.
Anyways, I took the X and she started laughing at me. Like a horse, like in pain.
Okay.
And she's laughing at me and I'm crying. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on because my pupils are like this big. I looked in the mirror, my pupils.
You had ashtray pupils.
Yeah, I had ashtray pupils from drinking the hot butter.
Okay.
So anyways, she goes to put a finger up my ass, right?
This nigga said he drunk some hot butter and it had X in it. Everybody pretty know what X is, like the ecstasy pills, the drug, that the party drug that be having you up and energetic and party and everything. He said some woman gave him some hot butter and he said she started laughing like but the part that really got me the most is the end when it cut off. I don't know what he said after that, but he said she proceeded to stick a finger up his ass. Look, this is Eminem before he even became Eminem, Slim. This is Slim Shady. The real Slim Shady. Like that Slim Shady. I don't know what he said after that, but that video was pure hellish.
Yo, these kids, man. You can't tell me this kid is not 56 on the dot. These kids, man. Look at them. Look at their face. Yo, these kids, man. You can't tell me this kid.
Now I don't know if it's photoshopped. I don't know if that was photoshopped or anything, but I know that picture is from back in the day. That's an old picture, but if that picture was real, the way they was aging, how the hell are you a grandmother, a great grandmother, a grandfather at the age of 9 or 10, Slim? Like, I understand that the medicine wasn't as modern or as advanced as now, but damn, if like for them to look like great grandparents at the age of 9 and 10, it gotta be some hellish shit going on back then. Probably around the Great Depression time or something.
As we wrap up, I'd like to ask that we all stand for one last song. Please, facing forward, thank you. That's what I like. Is everybody okay? Kids!
House, it's like literally right there. It's a birthday party.
Got it.
Not mine, but
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
no, of course not.
Alright. Sit tight, Sarah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is What the?
Sarah?
What the heck?
Now, I don't know about y'all, but that people disappearing like that, it remind me of the movie Left Behind. I don't know if y'all remember the movie Left Behind, but it was basically like God pretty much took all the good people and the people that wasn't sinners from earth, like they just disappeared in the middle of nowhere. All the kids and everything like that, and all the people that were sinners and did things to piss God off was left behind to suffer on earth. But like with the technology we got today, I wouldn't be surprised if that was pretty much acted out or something like that. But if that's real, Slim, you better start repenting right now, Slim.
Dillian Grimes and his girlfriend.
Now those type of videos that I just seen, that when you said Dylan Grimes and his girlfriend, whatever his girlfriend look like, girlfriend's supposed to be a goddamn got a stuffed animal head and a regular body. I don't know what's going on right there, but I know it's some mental shit going on that. It's pure hellish. This cloning stuff, it been a conspiracy about that for years now. You feel what I'm saying? And I used to always be one of them people that look up the conspiracy theory and be all deep into it, especially the cloning one, even back in like 2015, like 10 plus years ago. And it had me thinking though, because it's a lot like with the technology, like if they could clone chickens, turkeys, birds, and roaches and all that good shit, what makes you think they can't clone humans? Talking about a damn chip malfunction. That's pure hellish, Slim.
Tiny magnets placed on the ball, ensuring a strong attraction to the metal rim. Watch.
Stood all the way in the back corner of the arena by the players' tunnel and threw a ball into the basket at the other end of the court. This shot was so good, fans thought it was fake. And even Steph didn't think it went in at first, but it was 100% real and just
Now, me personally, I never really been don't get me wrong, I was a fan of basketball, but I wasn't a huge fan where I kept up with it like it was football back then. Like I haven't been keeping up with no sports lately, but like nowadays you never know with technology. It done been some definitely a lot of conspiracies behind like rigged NFL games and refs and all that. And it even done been a couple videos where somebody actually I'm talking about a professional field goal kicker, a professional kicker is right here lined up. I'm literally on a 20-yard line about to kick a field goal and the ball is going straight, and then like all of a sudden that shit just fly over to the side. Real, I'm talking about instant, like and just be gone. Like they missed the whole field. I'm like, how in the hell is that going on? Well, I don't know, but if they really using magnets, you might want to second guess, you know, you watching, you at least second guess you sports betting, you feel me?
Babies. There's a baby farm that exists. There's all ages. There's kids who don't act like kids. They act like wild animals. They hiss at you. They act like wild animals. I know some of them have been there since probably birth or before.
There's cities underground. There's warehouses underground. There's actual homes underground. People build these tunnels, and they've built them for decades. There's a lot, and elite celebrities, they go down there for parties.
Now, this woman, Eileen Carter, been circulating online a lot lately with a lot of conspiracy theories and things. She's not the only one that said this, though, about a lot of people, like top elite individuals, like elite people of the world, have been building underground tunnels and hiding a lot of things underground, building houses and underground cities, man, for years. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people been saying this for years. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not, and then a lot of dealing with a lot of like with Epstein, and a lot of people been doing with children and like farming children. That's pure hellish.
Have y'all seen this video going around the internet of this man that looks like Kanye West? Now, before I start, this is not false information. This is just opinions, okay? But this guy looks just like Kanye West. The man who took the video was trying to talk to him, and he was just completely zoned out, was not moving at all. This man looks more like Kanye West than Kanye West looks like Kanye West anymore. This is Kanye now compared to this guy. And man, he said if he ever disappears, whoever came back wasn't him. That's Kanye from back in the day. Look how much this man looks like him. What's really weirding me out is the haircut, because he looks like he's been lobotomized. I mean, is that Kanye? That looks so much like old Kanye. That is just weird. It's uncanny, for real. It's crazy. And I'm telling y'all, look at this. Here's a before and after picture of a woman after she had a lobotomy down here. It's pretty weird. What do you guys think?
Now, if that's the real Kanye West, they look like they moved like the way he just sitting there posed, like he just out of it, like they removed half of his brain and took the top of his head, all his hair with it, Slim. And Kanye did say that if I disappear and come back, it's not me. You feel what I'm saying? Like that, like I say, the way that technology is nowadays, he looked like just how goddamn, who was that? Bill Gates or Bill Clinton. He looked just like how Bill Clinton was just looking. That shit crazy, ain't it? Man, you never know, especially with Hollywood, you never know all of the hellish shit that goes on back there.
Let me tell you a true story, so boom, I have a question. You know when you delete your videos and your pictures, right, on your iPhone, and then it goes to recently deleted, and then you go there and you delete it for good, where does it go? Huh? Where does it go? Where did my pictures and my videos go? Because it's not there no more. Think about it, guys. Where does it go? Why isn't there an option where we could go plug it into our computer and store it there or delete it for good in my computer? But as far as my cell phone goes, it says recently deleted. I delete it, but it's no longer there and I can't find it no more. Where did it go? Think about it, guys. All our cell phones have our information in it, whether it's a bank app, social media apps, our to-do list, you know, the weekly schedules, things like that, all our passwords from different websites. You put it in your notes, right? If I delete that, where does it go? Because I can't find it now after I just deleted it. I don't know, guys. I'm just asking a question. That's all I'm doing. I'm asking a question. Where does it go? Does anybody know? When you delete all your information, all your videos and photos off of your phone and the recently deleted section, where does it go? Who has my information? Shh. Obviously, guys, I'm just playing around here. When you delete it, it's gone for good. Nobody got your information. Come on. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm out.
I mean, he do got a point. You feel what I'm saying? Like, where does it go? Because I don't even move around on no iPhone. I don't even have never owned iPhone. I never came across iPhones, and if I came across one, or if I did that, I flip it and everything. I'm like, that's what I do a lot, sell things. But like, where does it go? Because even in the Samsung and the Galaxy, like when you delete your photos, it go to trash. And then you could go to the trash and delete it. You feel what I'm saying? But obviously, we've been knowing for years that they always keep phone records and everything, especially when you know how people be committing them crimes and everything. And all of a sudden they could delete the message. They could delete the phone calls. They could go back into the records. If it's completely deleted, that is, he's on to something. Where does it actually go? You feel what I'm saying? Because they could always get a hold of it. It does not never completely deleted. So y'all be careful out there, Slim. Now, being that one of them shoes actually had red stains on it, obviously whoever they talking about, human, traff. You feel what I'm saying? They talking about traff. The traff. They doing the traff. You feel what I'm saying? Because they had red stains on them when they was trying to kidnap cuz. He fought back and they had to do the unthinkable. That's exactly what it looked like. And who in their right mind is buying stuff like this? Who gets a kick out of this? Buying, traffic victims, you feel what I'm saying? Shoes and clothes and things of that nature. And they selling it for the low too. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody might go in there, try to get a pair of Jordans for the low on that joint, man. You don't know the energy and you step in them shoes, you stepping in somebody else's shoes. You don't know the energy that come behind that. That's pure hellish. Look.
To answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now. To answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
You are currently being recorded.
Somebody come out here.
See, now watching videos like this, like that, like I'm glad I wake up around 2 or 3, 4 in the morning, because like you never know, you can have children, like more vulnerable individuals in the house that probably wake up, like you probably deep in your sleep, you probably don't hear the doorbell, but they wake up and hear somebody at the door and they open the door. This man had a knife in his hand. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm opening the door, you most likely you catching 1, 2, 3 or 4 or 5 hot ones. You feel what I'm saying? Like you definitely catching one, because that's why you got to stay locked and loaded. Make sure you legally get you a firearm to protect your household, and make sure, yeah, definitely keep those ring bell cameras, man, because that's crazy. Like being that this man had a knife in his hand, ain't no telling what type of hellish shit he had going through his head and what he was willing to do. So y'all stay safe.
Holy crap, she passes out.
Mention messaging point that Trump had during his campaign was Kamala is for they, then Trump is for you. That was actually referencing
live.
Defending women, defending women's
She passed out
spaces,
live
women's
on
sports.
TV.
So this is what they have to do. They have to rewrite history because they had a failed campaign. They had a failed presidency. They put her as the border czar. She never went to the border. So this is about incompetency. It's not about
right here.
Ideology, or it's not about
Oh my goodness. We're just going to get some help here.
Oh my god.
Let me come back to Lydia while we get some help for Cameron here.
Holy
Lydia,
crap.
Now, what just happened to her just passing out in the middle of television is crazy, because this ain't the only time that happened. It happened quite a few times with politicians and news anchors, like them kind of the main two I saw it with. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people are speculating that it's coming from those jabs from, the COVID ID. You feel what I'm saying? 19, the COVID ID, the jabs from the COVID ID jabs or whatever like that. A lot of people say that is like a lot of, like even the NFL, some NFL player done passed out one time after getting a jab or something. I forgot his name, but whatever this picture is right here, that's his name. But yeah, a lot of people been passed, like, I don't know, they chip malfunction, they may be clones. There's been a lot of speculations with that, but being that people just passing out in the middle of nowhere and they not even 35, 40 yet, it's pure hellish, Slim.
Pick up youngsters, and then they would cut them up into pieces, and like, let's say they would leave the heads in a certain city, and they'll go drop off the hands in another city. They'll go drop off their feet in another city. But they, like, those kids might be like those kids that you see at the park at night playing basketball or playing football. but they just want to catch some, like they want to get someone just to put in the work, you know.
Now, this dude that you just seen, he was a real live hitman I'm talking about from a child and up, like for for actual Mexican cartel, you feel what I'm saying? So he been doing a lot of interviews where he tell kind of stories about like his experience being with the cartel and a lot of gruesome facts about a lot of things he done did and he done saw done to people. You feel what I'm saying? He was just explaining, like they talking about chopping arms off and leaving it in one state and chopping, you know, taking the head to, you know, California and bringing the foot back to Georgia, all types of crazy like that. We all know that is pure hellish. Now, them cartels be wildin'. Definitely want to be careful out this, though.
You know, Cat Williams says you have to tell Diddy no. And you know what? The baby, you didn't listen. In this video I'm about to show you guys, it shows how Diddy took a liking to the baby and he kicked everybody else out of the house besides.
I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and, you know, maybe about 15 others, you know,
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, you know, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in
Right.
at the moment, you know. And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to.
Right.
Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop the whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was dope.
There's been a lot of speculations with Diddy lately, especially with this Diddy trial going on and everything like that. I mean, but before the years prior, before the Diddy trial, a lot of people been talking about these Diddy parties and the type of things he done did to a lot of celebrities, like a lot of men celebrities, a lot of women celebrities. Like this definitely ain't nothing new under the sun. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Like a lot of these things dealing with Hollywood, like a lot of these things, they not even trying to hide it no more. They really just push it. Like it seems like they really pushing a narrative or agenda. You feel what I'm saying? And like that's why I kind of second guess Hollywood a long time ago. I don't listen to too much hip hop or none. I don't listen to none of that stuff like that. I'm not deep into being a fan of all that stuff like that. I really try to keep my energy clear when it comes to things like that because shit, a lot of things that's going on in Hollywood is pure hellish, Slim.
Now, I don't know what led up to this point, but the deer had time that day. Now, as y'all know, I live in the sticks. Never in all my years of life have I ever seen a deer, especially a female one, attack anybody. Hell, deer are the first ones to haul ass. So this right here is a complete and total shocker to me. I have so many questions. Like, was she messing with the baby? Because you see it run across the screen there. And then, is that a man's voice I hear in the video? Is he the one recording? If so, why did he not step in to help? Why did nobody step in to help? Because this right here is awful. I hope that lady's okay, but I don't know, y'all. I don't think I could ever live it down that a deer gave me that left hoof, right hoof special because it's stomping the mess out of her like she owes the deer money. I'm gonna need this deer on the next season of Baddies ASAP. Has anybody else gotten their ass handed to them by a deer? I'm trying to see how common this phenomenon is.
Nah, that was, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh because she could have got seriously injured or something like that. I hope she okay too, but like, when do you ever see a deer just attack somebody like that? Maybe, you know, they getting tired of being eaten and everything. They starting to go on the offense. You feel what I'm saying? Hell, with playing defense, they starting to go smack on the offense. Like, you know, look at, you done killed all my cousins over centuries, over years, and it's time to get some get back. You feel me? And he went to go get trained by Floyd Mayweather because he was just like, the deer looked like it was real live, hooking her, like just jabbing her, like ups and all that. Slim, it was just. Nah, but I hope she alright though.
Have you ever been penetrated or penetrated a man? Whoa.
You know what?
I'm asking you.
Nah, you know what? The thing is, Corey,
brother.
you're doing great for
for yourself. You can't dodge this question, because y'all guys don't never answer this question. What question? What question? Okay, I'll say it again. Have you ever been penetrated or penetrated a man in any way? Whoa, Corey. You know what? That's a question that only your fan base will be entertained. Trying to dodge.
Yo, it's Rank Mogul back again. And today we gotta talk about this wild episode of $1 million worth of game with the legend, the beast, the unfiltered GOAT, Corey Holcomb. Now listen, you could feel it through the screen, they really tried to set my boy Corey up. Wallow and Gilly called up Donald Rawlings on FaceTime like they had a gotcha moment. And what happened? Donald crashed out bad. Corey hit him with the death blow, asked him straight up, did you ever penetrate or get penetrated by a man? And boy, the whole energy shifted. Donald didn't answer. He couldn't answer. He started stumbling like a toddler learning to walk. It was a come to Jesus moment, live on camera. See, Corey been telling y'all a lot of people in Hollywood move a certain way to climb the ladder. Corey ain't lying. Corey don't fold. Corey stands on truth. And a lot of folks can't handle a real one like that. Gilly and Wallow. You could see it in their eyes, bro. Their guilty conscience was screaming. They wasn't laughing for real, they were laughing scared.
Play more. You need to be more of a people's person, man.
I think I am.
No,
I think I am.
Man, that man got on the phone. You said, you still sitting in between legs.
But we like, did you? Hanging Corey Hawk was a trip though, but he's straight to the point, straight blunt about it. That's how a lot of funny people, a lot of comedians is, dog, for real. But you see, Donnell dodged the question. He couldn't even answer the question when he asked him if he had the Hollywood specials or penetrated or did this with him. Like, now you gotta think about it. All this fingernail painting, all this wearing dresses, and people coming up in a Diddy trial saying this and saying that, man. Like, they just put it in our face. It's really not like they trying to demasculate a lot of men. Like, they pushing that Nas X, that little agenda that they pushing. You feel what I'm saying? So all these questions that's coming out, it's starting to expose a lot of things, and they not trying to hide it. You know, a lot of people don't even care. A lot of people still fans of a lot of these individuals that's pretty much pushing the agenda onto them. You feel me? But look, I want to hear from y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about these clips. And also, if this video resonated with you, go ahead and hit that like button for the algorithm. Give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe and hit that bell notification for more episodes. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.